Egypt, 2011. Amidst the chaos of revolution, ancient things were uncovered, things that had long been buried, not for safekeeping, but for the world's protection. In a small town near Minya, south of Cairo, whispers of a forgotten tomb began circulating among locals. It wasn't marked on any map. No archaeological teams knew of it. It had no record in official history. But those who believed in the old stories, they feared it. A group of 5 men, desperate looters, looking to exploit the unrest, to unearth whatever treasure it might hold. What they didn't understand was that some tombs were never meant to be opened. Some doors were sealed not to preserve history, but to keep something inside. Ahmed, Karim, Samir, Youssef, and Bill, alarmed with stolen digging equipment and a night vision camera, entered a crevice in the rock walls behind a crumbling farmhouse. It was Bill who discovered it after dreaming about a black gate beneath the red moon, a dream that repeated for 7 nights. They thought they were chasing riches, gold, jewels, artifacts to sell. But the deeper they went, the colder it became. And not the cold of the earth, no. This was something unnatural. A soul-deep chill. Down the narrow shaft, the air turned thick. The walls began bleeding. Dark, viscous substance that clung to their hands and glowed faintly in the dark. Samir laughed it off as some mineral ooze. But when he licked Iton, his tongue turned black for 2 days. They reached a sealed stone doorway, covered in ancient warnings scratched in red. The camera caught the symbols, hieroglyphs intertwined with unfamiliar runes. One phrase stood out, scratched deeper than the rest. He who devours the light sleeps within. They broke the seal. The camera footage, later recovered by a YouTuber named Salem, shows the moment the tomb opened. A low growl like stone grinding against bone filled the air. Every candle they lit blew out. Darkness took over, and the tomb inhaled them. Inside was no ordinary tomb. It was shaped like a temple, walls lined with rows of human teeth embedded in dried mud. In the center stood a twisted statue, an unholy figure with 6 arms, 2 canine heads, and empty eye sockets. Around it, human bones formed a spiral leading to the base. Ahmed reached for a necklace hanging from the statue's neck. As his fingers touched it, the temperature dropped instantly. Blood poured from his nose and eyes. He screamed, but no sound came from his mouth. His scream was inside all of them, echoing in their heads. They ran. Only Bilal stayed, muttering ancient phrases that none of them understood. Karim slapped him back into reality, but Bilal just smiled and whispered, "He knows your names now." 2 days later, Youssef hanged himself inside his bathroom. On the mirror, written in black slime, were the words, "Still breathing?" Samir's wife reported that he began sleepwalking and digging holes in the backyard. Every night, he whispered in Coptic, "The mouth must open. The eater is hungry." Karim tried to upload the tomb video to a private site. His computer melted, leaving behind a burnt smell like sulfur and rot. Later that week, he was found dead with his jaw broken and shoved full of dirt and maggots. Only Bilal and Ahmed remained. Ahmed's body was wasting away. He lost 30 kilos in 10 days. Doctors said he was fine, but he wasn't. He said his dreams were full of black pyramids floating in the sky, and a voice that told him, "Your bones remember me." Months later, Salman, Egyptian-American youth obsessed with hidden tombs, got his hands on a USB sent anonymously. The footage inside was horrific. Grainy shots of the tomb, the statue, the screaming, And finally, Bilal standing alone in the dark, chanting, against warnings from his girlfriend and followers. Salem uploaded a short clip. The video went viral in Egypt within hours. That's when the comments started. I saw him in my room last night. Why is the statue in my dreams? Why does my baby keep saying the eater lives? I woke up with teeth in my bed. Not mine. One viewer, an archaeology student, vanished after commenting, I think this tomb connects to the Book of the Dead. I'm going to Minya. He was never found. Salem began seeing things. Shadows crawling across the ceiling. Mirrors cracking when he passed by. A rotting face with eyes like black coals that followed him. He returned to Egypt. His goal, find Bilal. He did. In a crumbling hospital outside Luxor, Bilal was kept in a sealed room, no windows, no visitors, no voice. When Salem entered, Bilal looked up and said in a voice not his own, the tomb opened because you were all willing. You fed him your fear. Then Bilal levitated off the ground, his skin splitting to reveal more teeth underneath. He screamed, and lights exploded across the building. Salem fled. Salem returned to the tomb one final time. Alone, he live-streamed it. Thousands watched as he descended. The temple was worse, now walls moving. Sounds of infants crying, insects crawling from stone. It now looked exactly like Salem, but with no eyes and 100 teeth. As he approached it, viewers reported hearing whispers through the stream. Now you belong to me. Salem's channel vanished. Every video gone. The only thing left on his page was one phrase. Light is the lie. The eater is awake. To this day, if you speak the name of the Tumakuntakan Amir at midnight, some say you'll hear heavy breathing behind you. Others say they dream of a desert that never ends, where a giant shadow follows, always just out of view. 5 men went into the tomb. One walked out whole, but he was never the same again.